Okay, here we are at the Yankalilla House Build. We are almost finished. I don't know what part in the series we're up to now. We must be, I don't know, 4 or 5 in, 5 or 6. Don't know. All this has happened very quickly. Once you get started, the ball starts rolling, and yeah, just one trade after another. They don't mess about building these houses. You know, you might be unlucky with some weather, or I think we had a bit of a hiccup with the cladding getting finished. They had one day to go to just finish off a few bits of weatherboard sort of up under there. They had a few lengths to go, and a few nails, fasteners that the weatherboard contractors hadn't put in, and then supervisor from that crew, his wife had a baby, so I think he took a couple of weeks off. Yeah, so they've only just got back to finish the cladding, and then next is painting. I think the decking guy's been in this week and done the deck, the 2 decks. And here's the other deck. I can't get in today, so this is just going to be a bit of a walk around the outside. So here's the 2 decks. Now what I'm going to do, I've said this before, I'm going to do a wrap-around deck around pretty much the whole house, from, not around the back side, just from basically from the other side of that deck there. I'll cut across and attach it to this retaining wall. Don't know if I'll attach it to the retaining wall, but I'll figure that out, see what I'm supposed to do. So yeah, it'll go all the way across the retaining wall, and there'll be a step down from the retaining wall, path from the front, step down onto the deck, and that's the front door. And then this same deck I'll follow around here, same level there, and there'll be some steps up here, so I'll just sort of position it so there's maybe 1 step up, 1 or 2 steps up onto this deck to go in this side door. And then I'll follow just quite a narrow deck, only 900 wide, around to the back here. And then so this back door from the lounge room will open up onto quite a wide deck. I'll do a fairly wide deck here, you know, wide enough so you can have a dining table out here and a barbecue area, and yeah, stay outside, bit of outdoor al fresco kind of stuff. And then this one will follow along here, and this one will go cut across here to the laundry door. So then just some small steps down out of the laundry door, handrail around the edge, something like that. So that's your back door from the house out of the laundry. So that will yeah, come out onto a back lawn area. Rainwater tank here. I think we have to have 1,000 litres or 5,000 litres. 5,000. I think we have to have 5,000 litres because we're in a fire risk area. BAL 12.5 or something. Bushfire attack level, BAL level. We've got to have 5,000 litres of rainwater here, which is dedicated to firefighting. It's the regulations, requirements. So yeah, I'll direct all the water off the roof into a 10,000 litre tank here, and then what I'll do is I'll have a tap 5,000 litres up, so there'll be a tap on the bottom which will be a dedicated firefighting tap, and then halfway up the 10,000 litre tank I'll have another tap which will be a line coming into the house for rainwater in the house. So that just ensures that you don't use up in the house the rainwater you're supposed to keep for fire regs. The rainwater, the 5,000 litres, you have to keep for firefighting purposes. So yeah, that's the back. They've done the eaves, they look good. All the downpipes. I've put on temporary downpipes here. So all the 4 corners have downpipes. And what I've done is just until handover and I take over, then I'll direct these lines into the rainwater tank out the back, and maybe just one of these might go just a wet system out to the street, because I know a rainwater tank off this roof is going to fill real quick, 10,000 litres. So yeah, one thing you really want to do when you're building one of these houses, you can see a bit of water down there. There's a point at which they do the roof and they put the guttering on, and then you've got gutters with holes in them and water just going straight onto the ground. So in the contract, it is the property owner's responsibility to take care of stormwater. Now, one of the problems with this kind of building is it's being built on a flat pad. So you've got a flat pad which is the size of the house plus 900 mils all the way around, and so any rain that falls in your work area on your pad just sits there. So, and you've got blocks which are sitting basically on the ground, some piers at the back, but these supporting blocks for the house are just sitting on natural ground, and you've got to make sure that no water gets in under the house. And so you get to the point where the roof's catching water, putting water into the gutters, down the downpipes, and it's just falling on the ground. So I had to very quickly come in here as soon as I saw that the gutters had come on, and they hadn't put the downpipes in at that stage. They just had the hole in the gutter, the pop you call it, the pop's just falling straight onto the ground. So I came here and just put up some temporary downpipes and just directed the water down the hill away from the house, and to stop it from going underneath the house. So it's one thing to be really mindful of when you're building is, in the contract for the builders, Sarah Homes, and I'm sure Sarah Homes are the same as any other builder, is stormwater runoff is the responsibility of the homeowner. So you've got to be in there, like as soon as that roof and those gutters go on, you've got to be in here and just putting up some stormwater pipes, some down pipes, and making sure the water's going to get away from the house. Because the last thing you want is a whole bunch of water going in underneath the house and just sitting there, because it's flat. There ain't going to be any drain away. So yeah, just one very important thing. You can see my temporary downpipes there, and over here. This is I've got this up there, downpipe there. There's another downpipe at the front corner of the house. It's coming along the front, down here, this one down here. So there's four downpipes off the roof coming to here, and you can see how much water's been coming out of here and just going down to the back of the block. So very quickly I'm going to have to get in here, put a rainwater tank in, and then deal with the overflow from the rainwater tank. I have a feeling what I can do, there's a sewer line that goes along the back of this block, so I've got to talk to my local plumber, but I think I'm allowed to just plug the stormwater into that effluent disposal, EDS, effluent waste disposal system, something like that. I don't know. I'm sure it's called different things in different council areas. But yeah, drainage. Drainage is going to be my next issue. A lot of water coming down this driveway. I've had to dig this trench to get it to go down the back. So next video I'll do is once I get in the house. I might get in there before they paint, but I may not. So I don't know if you can see through there. Living room. Yeah, so the next video I think is going to be a tour of the house after handover. I reckon there's only another week to go. They're going to come in this week and paint, and then after painting, I think after painting, electrics come in. They do all the final electrics, put in all the power points, and then it's just testing everything. Plumbing's done. I think the electricians are going to put in the stove and cooktop. Then we're in. So yeah, do another video then. Just cranking along. Then we start on the decks, drainage, rainwater tanks, landscaping, all that fun stuff to finish off. Alright, thanks everyone. See you on the next one.